Now that that's over with. Uh, I might need to abandon that patch too, as a side note. Just so I can get the low density structures happening. That does mean I'm down an iron patch again, and I need iron patches. Need to do a outposting blitz at some point. Right, let's crank that up to 500. See how many I get. Hopefully all of them. Hi train. It's not a busy line, but you can get surprised by trains that pop through. I'm just going to steal everything. I'm going to steal them too. Yeah, let's drop that back down to 50. Okay. Let's go and get this thing built. Or at least more of it built. My PC gone ghost? How do you mean? Huh? I've been fired. Not yet, no. Amazingly. The poor thing. I mean, it's certainly throwing heat out. Like it always does. I think the cooler might actually be at the end of its life. It's I mean that's probably what the angry CPU pump is for. Is here? Yeah, it's keeping the room warm at the minute. Used to be a thing I'd do at one point was turn up the overclock on in winter and turn it down in summer. Don't do that anymore. Yeah, I think how old is the cooler? I don't know, like 3, 4 years I think. Corsair H100 I've had for a very long time. Very old one now. I don't know what the lifespan of them is. I know they do technically have a finite lifespan. I say technically, like it is actually finite. Also occurs to me I don't need to copy and paste the same damn thing over and over. Had a Corsair H160 for like 6 years. It's not bad. I imagine the point of it dying is when it starts making horrible gurgling noises because it's running dry. Eh? Safe to do that then. Fine. Yep. Send your papers, hi. I'm not actually quite sure what they use in these things. It is like its own secret herbs and spices that they put in it. It makes it hard to replace. It's not just adding more water, because like apart from the coolant, I say water, but it's some combination of stuff. But it's also the seals and everything else wearing out. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, or it's just the whole thing, the whole assembly wearing out. Filled with vodka. Thought it was actually part of the anti-corrosion and alginates was actually a an alcohol, possibly glycol alcohol, glycol and or alcohol. So they really do just. I thought they would have put more in. Then again, it's cheaper just to put water in. And it makes sense. Alcohol would be dangerous? Yeah, potentially. Oh, glycol actually clogs the microfins. Yeah, you wouldn't want that. You would not want that at all. Is temper's too low? Yeah. Cool, yeah. Blue makes it colder. That's the secret herbs and spices. Is that they're actually putting they're putting concentrated blue inside it. Suppose that means it could still be toilet cleaner, toilet freshener. You know the little things you put in the toilet that go blue. Listerine. That's it. That's it. See, it would be rude not to make them all line up, wouldn't it now? Did open loop for a while? No, just ran 700. Noctua stock AMD cooler with 3D printed adapter. It's the way to go. Um, Water cooling, it's nice, but it's a pain to deal with. I certainly had fun when I did it. It was fun setting it all up and all that, but just a burden after a while. I had some algae growths though. Not sure why. Baronium coming in with that boy there. Yeah, I had an open loop. Have to go to bed. Have a good one, Fallen Angel. See you next time. The customs look cool. It's certainly so. The reason I did it was I went all out and did video cards and everything, video card water cooling and all that. It was not the worst. But yeah, it's. I mean, it was expensive, and having the cleaning was became a hassle. Just all became too much. Yeah, and as I say, it was an expensive endeavour. A very expensive endeavour. Picture in computers. That was. Oh yeah, the angry eyes. I mean, yeah, it does look good. Yeah, they do. Gamers Nexus loves his with nitrogen. Old mate Steve. That feels a little bit on the wrong side there. Or am I correcting which... No, I am correct. Uh-oh. Yeah, they go back down into there. Green goes into purple. Something's wrong. This is why you shouldn't park these things and come back later. Around the outside, around the outside, then you... Yeah, see, it switches into... Purple switches into green. No. Yes it does. Yes, no, no, yes, no, yes, yes, no. I don't know anymore. It actually doesn't matter. Sort of. Does it matter? No, they're in the same line, so it technically doesn't matter. So what, start at the end. The bottom one's nice and easy. Bottom one to bottom one. There to there. Purple goes into green. Which it really shouldn't. So this purple... really go into there. This green should go into like this green. Yeah. You can jump under that. Purple jumps under that green. Yeah, so that's fine. Most. Although I did manage to wrangle these over slightly, like that. Like that. So that goes away. Even though I'm going to probably put it back down again, it goes away. These come up here. Then go down there and there. And like that. You go like that, and now we have a gap here. Huh. How about that? Well, I'm slightly less confused. What build am I currently working on? I'm currently working on grenades. Bam. That's better. Even that is problematic. Automated grenade manufacturing? I know, right? I even managed to save a tile with that optimization. So that at least improves there. Do they even reach? Yeah, they do. Actually reach. Those underground reaches are so stupid. It's tempting, admittedly, to maybe, just maybe, bring these a little bit closer. Yeah, so it's at the very least a little less confusing and a little bit nicer looking.
how I didn't come up with this one before. Probably out of necessity. Killing me voice here. Except that's still wrong. I mean, that. Probably even just change the corner entirely to that. Don't want to overload the paste buffer too, but... Here I go, replacing everything again. Does the magic work here too? Where is it? It's deep in the buffer now. Theory it would. There we go. Guess that means all that can go. Dear. I won't bother with that one. Actually, no, I do need to bother with this one. It's got the same problemo. If I can jam the two halves of this blueprint close enough together. It's not dumb at all. It's nothing better than 30,000 grenades a minute. Stupid number. Hey. Yeah, see, by the time these turn down, it's already... time to turn back. Throw those and keep up with supply. Well, there's an Factorio Mega Multiplayer objective to try. Isn't it now? Isn't it? Oh, you can't go all wibbly wobbly there. Top into top, like so. It's a downside. Downside to starting in the middle is you end up with these kinds of faults. Kinda back? Grenade launcher turrets are a thing? I mean... that would be fun. See, I need to lose... somewhere. Oh, there. Maybe that'll do. There. Oh, it's even deeper in the paste buffer now. Hmm. It really doesn't surprise me. The grenade towers would be a thing. Hmm. No. And no bueno on that one, oh. I think I'm just gonna have to go super wide. Just deal with it. I mean, I don't have to. Saying that. But it's just easier dealing with it. It's too bad that's just tiny bit too... Have it don't align, redo. It is just fat. Very fat. That doesn't help it. Doesn't help it at all. Meh. Bad game. Alright, I think I got it. I think I got it. Right, here goes nothing. Here goes muffin. Oop, there goes the CPU. 26 PS right there. I already see a few... That's better. Yeah, that's better. I'm sure the reason why, or what's wrong with this will become apparent eventually. Because there's a reason why it won't... So... This thing flips far too well for something that isn't rotationally symmetric. Confuses me. It shouldn't flip so easy. Like, it shouldn't be so easy. But it is. That concerns me. Oh yeah, how's up here doing? Just needing those chests that I don't have. Given that things down to 92 means that a lot of stuff is almost done then. Oh no, back to 400. Yeah, solar's done though. Belts are almost done. Missing from here, just a few inserters and a few labs. That's it. Oh, and a few more thingies over there. How are the poles looking? Oh, the delightful blueprintable wires. Tiny little thing. Maybe that way subconsciously. I must have been just that super focused and all over it that I just got it right. Just like that. Funny actually, because I didn't think this thing used inserters. Only uses belt. Alright, we have a thingy for that, and that's this one here. I actually just recently added, for the one-way track, I added a 4-lane one-way. Haven't even pushed it to GitHub yet. It's one of the lesser used but useful rail books. Alright, well, that was easy. From here on it gets much more difficult. I know why it was easy. It's completely wrong. Alright, I need that. Scum over here. Alright, unidirectional tracks. You're up here. I forgot the very important detail about needing the extra line stacking behind. Kind of important, that is. Just like grabbing all the fish, that's also very important. I seem to sit still today. Legs keep going numb. I need a standing desk. Become pro streamer with standing desk. And then be like everyone else and claim that they copied my idea. Ooh, less than a minute. It catches fire. Something silly, or it fails in some way. Arguably, it's hard to fail this late in the print. So much that can really go wrong. It's the beginning of the print that's the problem. Hey, you love it. That's the beginning of the print where the worst of it can happen. Or unless it somehow manages to drop the z-axis and just crash the head into it and melt a huge hole in it using the layer shifts was like... It'd just be a distance of 3 or 4 riff layers. That's the thing I see the most is layer shifts on my printer. Quite often, like halfway through, it just burp. I actually have an example. I think it's usually fairly... No, those don't have it. It's usually fairly high up. It does a layer shift. Usually like 1.5 inches, 2 inches, or 30 centimeters up. 20 to 30 centimeters.
Yeah, about a banana or 30 millimeters. Did I say 30 centimeters? That's very tall. Alright, we've got our entryways. Like that. I don't get stupidly close. It's finished. Nice. Gonna post a picture? Time to get some landfill, I think. Fortunately, there's landfill right there. Rain printed fan adapter and heatsink on his FDM. Ooh, it's got one of those. The those do really nice prints. Yeah, resin prints. Alright, let's empty the pockets. Turn out those pockets. A lot of loaders on me. The only downside to resin is it is pretty messy. But it's otherwise pretty amazing. Just all round. It's just all round really good. Stringy between the supports. Messy, stinky, and awful. Yeah, it's just all around unpleasant. It kind of comes with the territory, like, with the fancier methods. Two lane, one way, and boop. Defeat new fish territory. Amazing how much faster I got stuff done if I wasn't constantly picking up fish. But at the same time, it would be terrible if I wasn't picking up fish. Then I wouldn't be able to increment the fish counter. I'm pretty sure I just murderated more fish too. Process with yeah, you post cure. The resin doesn't properly cure. It only the part only sort of loosely holds itself together after printing. Yeah, it needs UV to properly cure it. And finalize it and all that. All that good fun stuff. Oh, I gotta do the same crap here, don't I? Gotta figure out how to get the stuff into the furnace build. Oh, I'm all out. It's already been 4 hours of building. Damn Megabase, that's why they take so long.
Everything just takes forever. Up there, tidied up? Not really. I'm surprised it hasn't got more labs. Or am I not making more? It's possible I'm not making more. Or I'm missing... I shouldn't be missing an intermediate for it. It's likely I'm just not making more. I might have removed it from the list of things. I think I have. That's a good idea. And fishies. Yeah. And wool. 1 unit of wool. You need furnaces, titanium chests. Might add that to the list then. Or I might even change the titanium chests over to regular chests. That will work too. Or they could just not work entirely. And I got 216 iron chests on me apparently. Yeah, for those who don't know, the merge chest mod increases the stack size of steel chests to something stupid. Like 500 or something. Okay. Share. It was circuits, steel, stones. It's actually not terrible. It's only 3. Only, he says. Right, let's do the check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. It's all good. Is there any way to farm fish? No, not in the base game. There's no way to... automate... Well, you can put inserters on the edge of lakes, and they will pick up fish, but there's no way to, in any way, automate... Like, properly automate building up your own stock of fish. But you always have to get it manually. Also, wonder where the next step is in this. I mean, we're up to 105,000 now. One day we'll finish. This thing filling up is probably like 200,000 fish or something silly. I never actually looked what the maximum is that it takes. Update these two. Coal, iron. Can you put the fish? No. You can. The only thing you can do with the fish is turn it into Spidertron. We can do 2 things: turn it into Spidertron or eat it for health. Relocate fish into a single lake. I mean, it would be cool to do that. There's probably a mod that does that. But yeah, by default you can't. Can't really do anything. You can turn it into Spidertrons or after steel. Turn into Spidertrons or eat the fish for health. There are other mods that add cooking as well. That's another option. But yeah, not in base game. Own. Hasn't actually been implemented.
Oh yeah, you're right there. I forgot all about that. You can launch, yeah. If you put space science back into a rocket, you get fish back. So yeah, you can generate fish that way. Forgot all about that. Because it used to only ever give nothing back unless you launched a satellite. Yeah, that's one per thing, isn't it? So remember. Seems like an expensive. I mean, by the end of game, expense is a relative thing. Sort of gets to a point where nothing is really that expensive. Max 12 per launch. I think transfer them to a lake. Just have a super lake, just full of fish. That'd be fun. I use the filter one. I want the mini loader. I was talking about not reading all the chain signals on intersection anymore. If you remember, what you remember. Um, it's sort of a simplification you can do. Um, it's more a habit you see a lot of people do. And for the most part, it doesn't affect game performance. It helps mainly just reduces track lag and train the train overhead. The point was mainly just not spamming a million signals on a junction. What would be an example? I think this one's probably the. As long as it's broken up, then it's fine. It was a separated. I'm trying to remember where it was. Junction in question. It's actually debatable whether or not I could merge these two signals together into one in the middle. Yeah, less is more, and being strategic. Then when you're pulling up track, you don't have the game stutter. Doesn't really stutter at the minute. I think it was here, was one of them, where I was super minimalistic. Yeah, one thing, well, actually, this is one that I do see often, is people will put chains here, and then an exit signal, another one there as a regular. And you don't need to, you can actually pull it back to here. Have the two at the same, because it's the same line, that block is redundant. There's also an argument that you could bring this up to here as well, because it's also the same thing. But it is handy to bring it a little bit closer. Although, I might actually do... I might actually follow through on that and move that signal up to here. Stuff like that. It's just avoiding over-signaling. I found consistently over-signaling just does... Right, it's one of those little UPS trains which admittedly it's not hugely significant. There's a lot of other things you can chase down, but it's when you're really scraping the bottom of the barrel of scraping the bottom of savings for UPS. It's something you can do. Yeah, thinking critically. And the thing is, now that you know it, you'll start seeing it more often. You see people start seeing a lot more duplicated stuff. I do actually need 4 of these as well. Build on water. Sandbox Villa built 3K SPM base, had near zero UPS spikes. It's funny how good it is without trains clogging things up. Huge spikes at some points. Oh yeah, that's the mod. That'll be the mod scripting. It's one actually I had a lot of problems with too. I don't remember which one it was. What was it? It was something in when I did K2. It was horrible. Now you're just getting a little overexcited. I don't remember what these were. I think the top two were steel. I think. Yeah, that's steel. Spenny dip.
No dirt you had MOJOD1JOB.
I had EOD or XEOB. Hey, Spenny dip. With the 11 months. Thank you very much for that. Show some love and hype. Check if Spenny. How you doing? How you been? Okay, so that one's super easy. It just goes there. That one's nice and easy town. Thank you very much for that. How you been? Alright, it's easy town. But I'm gonna do the undergrounds anyway. And in theory, this one should be a lot easier compared to the other ones. Compared to Grenade Town. Here we go. Now all I need to do is... Right now, let's crap. One, two, three, four. Yeah, it's fine. Should perhaps consider the fact that that is actually wrong. So mean. There. Right, so you're gonna go there, you're gonna go there, and you're gonna go there. Stone, circuits, steel. Steel's up first. Then circuits, then stone and stone again. Just like that. Should be around the right way. And flip. There we go. Extend that? No, I can't extend those one further. That was easy now, wasn't it? Wasn't it now? Alright, let's delete all that. Is this where copper goes to die? This is where stone goes to die. And steel. And for that matter, circuits as well. Pretty much everything, really. Copper goes to die... Well, what goes to die here? I believe the answer is coal. Coal goes to die here. Copper goes to die up here, where low densities is. As you can see. By just the little small amount that's there. Just the teeny tiny quantities that are there. Can this be flipped? Actually, before flippy doodling, that. Just a little bit. On crispy base. Still doesn't even run though, admittedly. Damn pesky water. There's a tickle of water there too. Hopefully, in the next week or two I might actually get it running. Damn straight. That steel feeds in, yeah. Circuits feeds into there. Like how does flipping it keep steel go where it should? I I still don't understand that. 2, 3, and 4. That I don't understand. How it just coincidentally manages to work out so nicely. Stupid busy with work, hoping to get back to normal soon. Yeah, I've been having the same sort of thing going on. I'm also pretty confident that this needs to push out further. Probably should go get some that landfill stuff. It's a good thing there's a source of landfill right over here. Some dirt, yeah, some dirt. Yeah, we've got a dirt mine just over here. The dirt farm. I'll fill the auto trash slots with landfill to use it as extra storage. I feel like this might have been inspired by Minecraft's oh, it turns off auto trash, but it hasn't actually turned off trash as such. That's fine. We'll just use up what's in the trash slots fairly quickly. Thankfully the bots are still slow that I can outrun them for now. That will change. That is a good idea. Right there. The stack size is pretty low. How you doing? Hi. This is another one of those doesn't work too well on multiplayer situations. Doing alright. Feeling like lunchtime though. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, because I'm actually started on time for a change. It's actually still early. Oh dear. The the fish have been secured at least. Why do you mention that? I mean, the counter still hasn't increased, but we're up to 100. Yeah, well, we're still on 105,000 fish so far for this playthrough. Because for every playthrough, we always collect as much fish as physically possible. Can you imagine doing a multiplayer game? That'll be one of the primary missions. Will be collecting fish. Have a game? Yeah, single player only. Most of the games that I do don't work too well on multiplayer. For various reasons of insanity. Oh, yeah, as long as you can go. Of course you do. I don't know, I don't want to do that. I feel like I'm being conned somehow. Something silicon crying. Time for the head to hurt again. Just a quick palette sample over the bot. Which is kind of impressive. I wouldn't con... You wouldn't. No, definitely. Just means I've got to spend hours figuring this crap out. Again. You know what I should do? I should take it down to there. Figure this one out. Hopefully get out of Canada. New trailer. Ooh. Breaking free of the Kanakistanian wastelands. I'll get it to Canada with your new trailer. My bad. I read that completely wrong. I blind. Redneck shenanigans. No good nicks. Soon TM. Just gonna park that there. July 1st. 6. How much can I pack this thing down, I wonder? I mean, these can steer at any time. Likewise as well with them. So, I want to duck to the shops for lunch, eh? Recommended for mature audiences. Thought I always had that there. Cover all bases. So... you come in here. Come on. What stone does. Bleh. feel right now. Who's gonna get these two up now? Could be like South Park's disclaimer. Not recommended for viewing by anyone. That's the thought sticks that are in my head. In regards to this. Don't know how to turn it into something sensible. 100 trains. They're going to be some slow trains. 100. Almost need to separate these out to compensate. Because the fact that they're tight together kind of kills the dream. There. I'm trying to think what I was trying to achieve again. Motives at work. That's pretty good, because good result. Because my understanding is that that's a very tight business. Like, it's very difficult to get into. At least over there. It's just running on such razor thin margins. Oh, in your own, yeah, your own yard. That makes more sense. I always think of it as mainline operations rather than private operation. Obviously, see, this can move over as well. Yeah. It's definitely worth doing this at the end instead of the beginning this time. There. I might even do that. Yeah. Oh, that's wrong. You gotta go there. Like that. And you go down to there. And when I mean you, I actually mean... what I actually mean... this one. Whoops, I'm off by one. There we are. I actually mean that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still... I mean, I've reduced it down to 5. But still not entirely workable. Like, I don't know how to connect up this one. Have you fuel production since then? Right. Since you have rail, you're gonna rail it out. 100 cars, 95,000 liters per train. That's a lot. It's pretty cool though. Hmm. Huh. Ah. I might need to push it out by one just to give it some room. So you go there. Like that. That then means ship's got a ship. They certainly do. Jointly do. Is that where it all goes? Into shipping fuel? Bulk of it will be. And then, like, oh yeah, that's basically the residuals, isn't it? That you produce and ship out. Sorry, I'm just a lot of thinking going on at the minute. There's a fair old whack of thinking going on. So stone 1, stone 2, stone 3, stone 4, steel goes to steel and steel, circuits, circuits. They just push it all the way down like that because it can do it. Oh boy. You can see smoke. No lube production. I'd be surprised if you couldn't see smoke, admittedly. Take all of that. There. Do I have a better? Yeah, I do there. Uh-oh. Clown Town, coming to that raid. Hi. Hello. How you doing, Clown? We're doing a bit of the old Factorio right now. And it is hurting my head to do so. How you doing? And welcome, everybody. Hi, Veldak. Oh, right, I did that too. I see. Hi, Clown. How you doing? Since, yeah, oh no, Veldak is here to consume you all and develop you and devour you and to blink. Trouble is, to find the button, I gotta actually like look down and blink and everything. There it is. Ah, that burns. It burns, you know. I gotta stare at that light. You've forgotten about heists? Welcome, everyone. Free army to be consumed by my stare. Alright, so I'm gonna clear out that. I'm gonna redo it. This form. Who objected? You did. Troublemaker, you. Substation in the way. Substation's been problematic today. They're getting their revenge because I had to kick the substations out of the science build, that's why, the labs. They're getting their revenge on me. Yeah, can't wait to see Veldek's Skull Drum though. Think we can all look forward to that. Right, now that it does actually plug in properly, as it should. Okay. There's some intensive belt weaving going on this unload. It's just been a day of intensive belt weaving, really. Oh dear. I didn't see that one coming. Should we say there? Rude, Kookaburra's good. They were ready for you. Must have been. Came in and snitched. Seems legit, doesn't it? Do you know why? Do you know why he snitched? It's because I won't play Eco. Oh, one tile. Those reach, however. The track lag. As the stops go down. Top section. And top section. Perfection. I actually guessed the thing being the right spot. Fancy, isn't it? Funny too, because one of these is actually already measured out correctly. Like this one here, it's actually already measured out to the right length. So of course I cut it in half, even though it's exactly the right height, I still go and measure it anyway. That's how I roll. Grab the this as well. There we go. We're working on. Surely fit a mega balancer in here? I'm sure I would. Right now, we're actually working on our purple and military intermediates. So right now we're doing walls and furnaces. We were also doing grenades over here, which is now done. Also, been reworking the labs a little bit. We fixed the length of the labs, so that's all good again. Solar is expanded, which happened in the background through the entire session. What else happened? Made that work also. God damn it, Nightbot. It's just being difficult now, isn't it? What did we do? I've forgotten. I'm sure we did some other stuff. Can't be that important. But yeah, the big focus has been getting the last of the intermediates done. Fortunately, I run out of belt again. Oh, there it goes. Just, Nightbot being a butt, as always. Don't think I need that many nuclear fuel on me. Just putting it out there. Burrows, killing koalas and bots. Killing, night bots too, apparently. I am very low on, stuff. Do a weird one, that one there. Double length one. I thought I copied a... It's not. It's important to have stuff? It is. Having stuff is very important. So hi, JD. Yep. And bam. There we go. Now. It's actually tempting to go back to base and collect some stuff. It means I can fix the labs too while I'm at it. You been to the Bunnings? Oh, you got your sausage breakfast, did you? Oh, so that's where all the bots went. I was hiding them in my pocket. So how's Dyson Sphere these days? I haven't looked at it in quite a while. It's been a long time since I looked at it. I need to actually try and finish it at some point. Play through it. Click and drag to place lines of buildings, recipes, orders, and blueprints. Soon TM. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, the worst part is I still haven't built the silos. Still. Left, right, or along grid, all can align A, B, ignore grid. Ooh. The way the grid used to behave was sometimes annoying. That's gonna make things interesting. Yeah, did I fix? I don't think I did. There. Now it's making labs again. I could tell it was making labs again because the thing lit up to produce stuff. And I could see stuff moving, and also the lab production's right there. Think you can make this bottle work. Attach there, headbands. Sounds... Sounds like more stuff happening. Also, I forgot to look at the thingy. I see you now. Oh, you got the creality as well. I see what you mean by the stringiness. That is very stringy. Very, very stringy. It's impressive how much you can get into those printers. Also sneeze. It was coming and I knew it was coming and I just waiting for it to go. Is it meant to have openings there? Is it? No, looks right. Bit funny there, or is that support? Looks like PLA. I mean, not high from the fumes, so I would assume, excuse you, I would assume PLA. These days I I used to not like ABS, but these days I'm kind of the opinion that you're better off with PLA than ABS, unless you specifically need it. Oh, okay, yeah, that's the support layer. Okay. More or less completed this thing now. I'll assume those bolts are delivering the last of the belts. I keep deleting those and keep seeing more. I keep thinking I'm done, and then I see more. That's like, no, you're not done. I think I've actually got rid of them all now. Did I just delete that outright without copying it? I don't even know if this works at this height. I mean, it works better if you paste it correctly. Yeah. New brand. All attempts 1 looks like running a tad hot. That's funny because I run mine at like 230. But the way I understood it was that you run, the temperature does depend somewhat on speed, so I need to run it hotter because of the speed that I run it at. So those are clear, those good. These cut through alright. That's it. Tidy up this thing. Ain't too hard. Smoothie then virtually. Yeah. Probably am doing it probably not helping it by running it so hot. Had a few people insist that I need to run it even hotter. Like, 'cause I used to have problems with sticking to the base, and they kept saying to crank the. Some people said to turn off the base heater, whereas other people said to crank the heat all the way up to like 80. But like even 65, I find good. 60 is a little bit cold. But like 80, and the thing just melts into the base. It's way too hot. Like, that's how hot it is. It's absurd. But I don't quite understand that one. Somewhere about 72. That is actually interesting because that is pretty close to what I thought was the target. 65 is what I thought it should be at, and yeah, 72. I imagine it does depend somewhat on the supplier, though. Of the actual material. Yeah, will this work? Conceivably it will. Well, that looks like a mess. I mean, I sort of imagined I'd have to fix that. Right, you hold off for a tickle. That's completely wrong. What gives those massive chests? Those are from a mod called merge chests. And so merge chest gives you this merging chest tool. So if I hold down shift, it breaks it up into individual chests. Then release shift and drag it over, it will merge it. Works for all of these though, so I can click and drag over it like that. There is a limit to how big the chest can be. I believe it's over here. Like, this is how long a chest can be by default with merge chests. It's a neat little mod. I'm using it as a discount balancer right there. Hilariously. The cooldown, let it sit for longer. No longer or shorter than 6 minutes. It should be slightly warm to the touch. Then it's ready to separate. Now that's something that I hadn't really looked at, is the cooldown time. Because I have found parts either warp or run into problems cooling down at the end. Admittedly, I just want to yeet it off as quick as possible. Which is probably not helping the cause. Also, hi Glacier. Save. Go there. The bottom one's circus, so it can just go straight in. Stone goes in there. And fact, 1 and 2. Yeah, I'll definitely pitch up. Wrong. Look wrong. Probably just me going crazy. I'm more or less getting a handle of it now, at least, though. It's the biggest thing I find with 3D printing is that there's so many people who have advice and ideas on how to do it, which isn't necessarily useful or good advice. Same old problem, really. Easy for people to tell you how to do it, but not necessarily the right way to do it. And yeah, we're doing more weaving again. Oh. It's getting there, though. Getting there. Slowly. Glacially, one could say, even. Ah, backwards built. Let me just randomly zoom in and out there. That's a good idea. You want that, do you? You want to be made dizzy and sick? You know what? I'm going to adapt this one. Doing it for literally years, and you get it a lot. We not weave. It's perpetual, isn't it? Belt weaving. Again?
I mean, I come up with these stupid things, and that's inevitability. I mean, you all watch it. Watch me weave belts for literally years. It must be entertaining. Yes, 95% win chance, indeed. According to the probabilities of Streamlabs. Uh, done that. Sorta, but not really. I'm trying to cram it into the same amount of space, which is probably not helping my cause. There it is. Almost. Almost. That one doesn't do that. That one just comes straight up. There was the magic sauce. I think. I think. And then one. Close to yeah, it is very close to the edge. Yeah. Rebuild all of these. They're all happy. That one, not so much. Now it's all good. Yep. 1, 2, 3. That needs to be way like that. Right, that puddle of water there. Alright, time to go get more landfill and fix that. This is actually going to be a pretty busy area because it's a lot of trains coming through this one spot. Does worry me. I've concentrated a lot into one area. On the plus side, this should have finished. No, it didn't. Asking for labs. You are asking for labs. Why are you not receiving labs? Receiving the request. Labs. Yeah. Yeah, they just span across. This is going to be a weird one because it actually switches places. Does that matter? Technically, it doesn't matter. Technically. Because the whole thing's symmetric. It's still 7 wide, mind you. Oh, this is the old one still, that's why. Look weird. Yeah, it is the old one.
Let's just go for a bit of a walk over here. Quick little walk. Stroll. Make the bots happy again by not having my inventory full. Landfill. There we go. And there goes all the landfill. Oh yeah, that's that one. Alright, let's see if I can stitch this back together. So, bottom goes out. You up. Uh-oh. I've swapped these. Why not unload into 3 very, very large bird chests? It's sort of like throwing your hands up in the air and declaring defeat. That's the only reason why. It is the wrong way round. Damn it. No wonder it works so well. Like, that should go there. They should go in there somehow. I'm gonna tend to ignore it. Can stare at it for 8 hours. I mean, there are places where I have used a big giant merge chest. It is a bit of a UPS consideration, really. What is the implication? This one... It actually goes half and half. That's actually beneficial. I mean, the whole thing's equal, so it doesn't matter. It's almost next break time, too. It's the one downside to me persisting with these is it takes a long time. But it's almost there. Almost there. We are merely... productivity modules away from having all of the non-infinite science done. And then I still need the silos. Silos is the last thing. And for silos I need control units. So there's what? Productivity modules, control modules, silos. After these. So it is getting close. We are getting close to that point of completion. End is in sight. We can finally. It's only take like 6 months. Oh yeah, and satellites, you're right. Kind of important, that one.
Now the next step is to actually get this integrated closer. Also need to upgrade the track to 4 lanes. Small details. I think it's, I think it is almost time to give this a whirl though. So those are set right? Yeah. Set right? Yes. Nados. I need an unload still. And then we just need to plug in the entrances and see what happens. I actually need 2 entrances. Because this thing does both grenades and walls. I'll give them a bit of space like that. Hopefully that's fine. And not too close. I think they might be actually though. There. Lots of space. For activities. Room for activities. Load. Furnaces. I'm gonna get rid of the train stop limit on that one. This is wall. That way if there's multiple trains here, they just all come here. No I won't, I'll do 2. Otherwise I'll have a traffic jam. Yeah, slightly off. It's gonna have to be fixed. High marker gone. Already lost track of it. The highest or not the highest. I reckon you win this time. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Ah, there it is. Yeah, there it should be the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You'll totally win this time. You don't want to go below a million though, don't you? I mean, silos, I think it was 64. I need silos fully beaconed. This monstrosity. Hello, market. There it is. Back one's wall. It's not a mini loader. Now the next thing to do is to actually get this right. It's going to need to be consistent, coming out the top instead of the bottom.
it has begun. Casualties. Oh, look at that. The only one who comes out alive. You tell me that isn't rigged. You try and tell me that wasn't rigged. Try and tell anyone here that wasn't rigged as well. Amazingly, I didn't even have to try and influence it that time. Oh dear. Oh wait. I was looking, I was like, hang on a minute. I'm nowhere near. Oh yeah, if it was rigged, if we know it is and who rigged it. Yeah, that's true. You do know that Veldak did rig it to begin with. Because that's how it came about originally, was Veldak was never complaining that he never won. So I rigged it so that he has a 95% win chance, and then still kept losing. Which never stops being funny. For some reason. Alright, that's half of it done. Now for the other half... Hmm. Right. Okay. The anticipation, getting this done. I probably could turn on the grenades, admittedly, if I was particularly keen. Different. Oh yeah, because it does the wibble wobble, like I'm doing here. Never mind. That goes there. Excellent. or exactly. Whichever you prefer. I put all of these in the way. I think I have. One way around that, and just move them all over a tile. And I can pretend like I meant it. Like we're mostly cleaned down the fish. Oops, sad trains are sad. Good enough. The hot tub is not hot anymore. New meta ASMR streams in leggings. That's surprisingly specific. That is actually surprisingly specific of a thing to be into. So the problem there is it basically means that whatever's trendy now is basically just it's like porn trending really. Which platform is really not good. I really should start doing more YouTube specific stuff. I keep saying that, and it requires time and stuff, you know? I'm an actual 2-lane? No, you're not a 2-lane. Sure I have a 2 lanes. Yeah, there. And one somewhere. Or one of those with a face cam. Bottom of the bed facing up the bed cam. See, for me, the real problem is they won't really take any specific stand on it either way. It's the thing that probably bothers me the most about it is they sort of allow it but don't allow it. They can't really decide. I could be fine with them with it becoming a ban's already given for it. Yeah, it's because the TOS is just so wishy-washy about it. It's because they keep trying to allow it and not allow it at the same time because it is worth a lot of money to them. So they end up in this sort of half and half thing. Arguably, most of the bans are probably for some other random crap, like is often the case with bans. Bro, how you doing? How have you been? Let's just do it there. I can't actually send a train out here, can I? And to move the stupid outpost thing. And I also haven't allowed room for potentially doing modules out here, but I'm not sure I want to. I may even move this track up there. I might even park it in there, possibly. I mean, I need outputs. Yeah, I might swing it up to like here. That way it gives it away from this joint. And I might do modules down here. Other way, maybe even here even. Because it's just going to require those trains. The red and green circuits. Right, so I want this thing. Und that thing. Blah. There's some intensive track lag going on. That means there's a lot of trains itching. Well, it'll be trains itching to get to this. What it'll be. Just the stutters constantly. Yeah, Twitch just won't make up their mind as to whether or not they want it to be porno side or not. They're just sort of half and halving it. Right, let's rebuild this thing. That's right. Recording just rolled over to 2 hours. People are setting follow goals 30k a day and hitting them, and sub goals 500 a day and hitting them. Yeah, it works. It does work. It is surprising. It's a very smart move by the ones that know what they're doing, rather than not so much the copycats. But yeah, the ones who know what they're doing, they're making bank. There we go. Just got to move all those chests now. $35k a month for Twitch and the streamer. Oh yeah, they'll be loving it. You could probably, you probably almost set yourself up for life with it. That pole really needs to go up there somehow. Get rid of it. And also finish building this part as well. Trouble is the consequence of it is that it effectively makes Twitch this smutty YouTube, smutty live stream, smutty yeah, like YouTube streaming service. That kind of taints it. trying to words it, and I'm struggling a little bit. I think there was another service that did a similar, went a similar sort of way. It's become irrelevant eventually. Alright, that's plugged in again. I'm going to assume incoming. And, oh, not so much. I wasn't thinking of OnlyFans specifically. I mean, that's Patreon for that sort of business, effectively. I think OnlyFans was meant to be was originally meant to be another Patreon, and then they sort of found that niche. Subs have also been gifted so fast that random Joe might be gifted a sub and never see or follow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and OnlyFans is. Well, the whole idea of the hot tub movement was basically to drive traffic into OnlyFans. It wasn't to increase their Twitch channel. It's just a funnel basically, just funneling an audience from one platform to another. Which is clever and also somewhat problematic. Alright, now it actually... Me? Hello, train! How you doing today? Right. That was very close. Oh, trains... Oh, crap. Well, hopefully this won't end badly. Apparently OnlyFans is actually better than Patreon. I feel like those aren't connected somehow. They aren't. They isn't. Uh-oh, you're... Oh no, you're set to 2. Iron? It's just barely keeping up. Yeah, better profit split. Yeah, you won't get stone, and you're probably going to struggle in the coal department. No reason for that to be problematic. So far, so good. Patreon merch, we changed from 95 to 85 just to handle merch which you pay. Yeah, that's a bit dodgy. I guess they're getting dollar signs in their eyes now. They want to leverage their value adds to milk more out. Probably enough there. No do. Alright, let's fix the thingies that have got problemos, like you and you. Fortunately, no stone has actually been delivered yet. Like that. Uh, Fortunately, it isn't spread across 2 trains, so I could at least put them back in there. But that was almost. I just had to think there for a moment because I was like, do I need to reload the save because of that? Um, was lucky, basically. Very lucky. Rest look like they're all good. Good and Gucci. So steel circuits. That's all there, all there, all there. Da-da, 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 da-da. And that better be on its... Wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Fine. That one isn't, but I think it's on its way. No, it isn't. Never mind. It's broken. Now it's unbroken. Also now on its way. So what's the point of Megabase? As I heard, the point of the game is launch a rocket to space, but then I heard Megabase allows you to launch many rockets as you want. Yeah, so the end of the game isn't a hard stop. It's just sort of a end of progression. And the idea of Megabase is you do the same thing again, but you try and do it as quickly as possible by building a base. So, yeah, like normally a rocket, well, actually, even now, launching a rocket wins the game, but you can then put a satellite in the rocket, which then returns the end game science. Yeah, the first rocket is the beginning of the end game. You could say. Yeah, the Megabase is just taking the idea of launching multiple rockets to an extreme. Because you can just playing a normal game launch multiple rockets. I mean, you're not launching them particularly quickly, and that's perfectly fine. Yeah, it's the launching of the rocket is the end of the science tree progression, as I say, is the way I think of it. Okay. Like Minecraft, Ender Dragon, end of the game. Pretty much. I mean, arguably, I'd argue that Minecraft is just Minecraft. Ender Dragon is same thing, just quite a lot more incompetently implemented. Is the mining product at? Good question. Where is it? There, 3. I haven't even I haven't even hit the infinite one yet, which is number 4. So 4 introduces space science, which gives you your infinite research. So yeah, mega basing it's just taking that launching a rocket to an extreme. A very big extreme. If you want incompetently implemented, that'll be Stardew Valley. Yeah, automation in that is fairly incompetent. Interesting. I don't have the track, do I? So yeah, this base is designed to launch 36 rockets a minute, effectively. Probably with the capacity to do a lot more than that. Which is probably the most extreme that I've ever done. Outside of that Factorio thing, which got up to 120,000. What is that? That's, yes. 2 a second? Less than? I don't remember now. It was a lot. No one can play it because it was so ridiculous. So even 1 every 6 minutes is still reasonable. The threshold of Megabase is sort of it's generally been considered to be 1 rocket, getting the launch rate down to 1 rocket every minute. Oh, there it is. Why, thank you, train. Come bearing gifts of railway track. Yep, hi, train. Oh yeah, you can't go down that track, can you? At least not yet. Command, exclamation mark Kelk. Get right on it. Yep, hello, train. Or just something implemented. Doesn't make sense. Strategy 1.5 introduced a new island you can visit, unlock other things like oh, that's the I was confused. I thought that was the new farm they implemented. It wasn't a different place. A new dungeon, legendary tools. Problem is it requires you to finish the community buildings. Yeah, I mean that's no, that's most of the game. I think that explains a lot. I thought that was the new farm they implemented. You know, the funny thing is, in Stardew, I've never actually been to the Witch's Hut. Because it's so buried deep in endgame that it's impossible to get to. Oh, a mining drill ended. So I need stone and coal somehow. So why won't you come down here? Unload coal. Everything going 3 times over because it takes 2 years to complete the community button. if you're on top of it, if you're doing it speedy. Got an extra space or something? I bet it does. Spell the same. I just zoom right in to check. Yeah, it's got this extra space. Damn it. Can they actually wiggle through? Oh yeah, speedrun is crazy on Stardew. I haven't actually played Stardew in a long time now. I was doing that like a year ago. I've been aware of Stardew for a long time, for most of its development, but it's just never grabbed me as a game. They come. Oh yeah, speedruns are crazy in most games. It's like watching Quake speedrunners, because that's been perfected just to the ridiculous extent now, where they just do like 3 perfectly timed grenades, and they... Oh good, it is actually coming through. That one won't, however. That means that one won't either. Oh, I'm seeing some go. Not all of them. Huh. Backwards, 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 backwards. You can. Broken 90-bin barrier? Personally dislike strategy because it doesn't understand the value. It's meant to be a super... I keep getting told it's a super relaxing game, but I can see where you're coming from. That's not right. It's just juggling a million job simulator. Oh, you're empty, that's why. Had lots of fun playing Sergio, like most games you play with a yeah. I don't like the idea that you need to play the game with a wiki open. That's probably my biggest complaint. You just can't play without the wiki open. And you can't type. I feel like I should have saved this and possibly even reloaded. I mean, more so the things only have 1 or 2 uses, then forgotten. Like, you only need blueberries for the community bundle. No one likes blueberries for any of them. Aren't blueberries one of the better crops for money? Like they're a stepping stone for like the first 2 years before you get the sweet gemberry factory going. Oh yeah, you need iron as well. Ah. Gold cranberry. Cranberries are autumn. So technically, in fact, yeah, you would do blueberries, like blueberries on summer year 1, and then you would never do them again. You'll go for cranberries after that. Yeah, that's actually meant to go there. It's gone down the wrong hole. Oh, I can't reload, can I? No, the autosave's not old enough. Not new enough. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. Bum rush. Oh. Now the coal train should be coming this way. There's actually one stuck there too. Oh yeah, it's got to go via that entry. Because reasons. My trouble early on is always forgetting a crop. Oh right, concrete. It might be almost time to get out of here though. Oh yeah, up here. I had to try and remember where it was. See. Oh yeah, because the thing is empty. That's why. The funny thing is I'll basically never use this build. How about a grenade supply? The most we made is 13k so far. Harvest Moon. Yeah, it's from Harvest Moon because things were so close in gold a day that you could literally glow any crop you wanted. My understanding was that Stardew did what Harvest Moon did, but just a little bit more. One per 2.5 minutes. And why? Got iron, not steel. Ah, yeah. I see why. Yeah, backwardsify that. I don't think I can get the coal into... I might be able to. I need the other coal train to come through. Decent throwing down that follow. You won't get to one. Falling asleep. Yeah, that generally puts a bit of a damper on that. And I need to get out of here and get lunch. I think this is... Oh no, there's up there as well. Yeah, okay, that is moving it. There is indeed. There we go. Yeah, it was up here was the next one. So flip those, flip those. And hope I can move it over a tile. That's happy. And just try and get this lane drained now. One section keeps draining so quickly. Bargain a set of purple undergrounds. See what comes of it. Since I'm playing Factorio and suddenly it's like it's yep, that's what the game does to you. That I can guarantee you. It happens. I didn't flip that back. Yep, we've all been there. Except in my case, it was like a Sunday evening, and then it was suddenly Thursday. Tell you what, I'm going to fix this in my own time. Have a nice lunch. Thank you very much for that. I will, Super Chip. Yeah, I'm going to park that. I'm not going to save that, actually. Might save it as another one. And